Hey YouTube, I'm Lisa and welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you're seeing my face, you can check out this video where I'm sharing what happened in full details. But to make a long story short, about 2 weeks ago, I was laid off from my tech job alongside with about 13% of our workforce. Now, this is happening in a lot of tech companies right now, and not only tech companies, of course, but honestly, I didn't really see it coming. I thought we are doing just fine and my head was really busy with all the projects I was working on. So when this happened, I was really stunned. I was worried. I was worrying about a lot of the projects I was working on. But, when the news sank in, I started thinking maybe this could be an opportunity. I have a lot of things that I always wanted to do, but I never have the time to do them. So once I checked that my finances were intact, I decided to come up with a plan. I chose 7 areas, that I wanted to focus on and improve. Things that I wanted to work on for a long time, but I never got the time to start doing them. So these are things like professional skills that I wanted to learn, personal skills that I wanted to develop, books that I wanted to read, some hobbies that I've long abandoned or wanted to learn new things. Obviously, meeting a lot of people and networking, personal relationships, and professional relationships, my fitness goals, and last but not least, something I wanted to do for a really, really long time, and this is YouTube. The plan is to use you as my accountability buddies and keep you updated on my progress in each of those areas. I'm going to choose new projects and things to work on and to learn each month so that it doesn't get too boring and I can improve each month. So before I update you with my mid-December progress update, I wanted to share with you a little bit about my state of mind as the understanding of being unemployed in the middle of a worldwide recession sinks in. Yeah. So the first thing you should know about me is that I never was unemployed. I started working when I was about 17 and I continuously worked for about 20 years since then. Working is like an essential part of my life, and I honestly draw a lot of joy and meaning from my work. I know that people should have areas that make them happy outside of work, and I do. But for me, learning new things, solving problems, working with talented people, helping customers, or teaching colleagues are things that give my life a lot of meaning. They give me so much joy. And without them, it means that I need to find new things to keep me busy and give me a sense of purpose. Not only that is I'm not really used to having a lot of free time. Even when I was working full time, I always had so many things on my calendar. It could be traveling, it could be meeting friends. I love going out to the movies. Spending time with my partner is also a huge part of that. And now I have so much free time, endless amounts of time. It doesn't matter how many activities I could invent, I still have so much free time. And this combination of excessive free time and this partial lack, I would say, of meaning, they're a dangerous combination. And it's something that I understand that I need to address upfront and really intentionally, because if I don't, I'm just going to either spend a lot of time binging on Netflix and eating way too much food. But the thing that I worry about the most, I have to admit, is just this feeling of not doing enough. I catch myself feeling guilty for days or even hours that I spend on the couch potatoing, or for being tired, or for not following the plan. And when it happens, I just try to remember that the truth, as it often does, lays somewhere in the middle. There are days that are productive, and there are also days that are completely terrible, and that's okay. I'm not a productivity guru. I don't need to demonstrate how I perform at my maximum performance every day. It's okay to have weaker days, and that's how it is. And yes, having a plan helps, but it doesn't mean that I don't have days where I just want to crawl back into my comfort zone and just find a job in, an area where I know how to be successful, where it's nice and comfortable and financially stable. And I'm not even saying that I'm not going to do that. I mean, maybe in a couple months, I will understand that this was a temporary thing and I will just move on, find another job, spend a couple of weeks or months interviewing, and go back to the race. Or maybe not. Maybe this will lead to some new exciting opportunities, or to starting my own startup, or to opening a business, or to becoming a cook or YouTuber. Hell knows. I have no clue where this is going to go. And this is the beautiful part about it, just like it is the most stressful part about it. So in the meanwhile, here's an update about the progress I was able to do in the last couple weeks on my 7 categories. Number 1, professional content. So I was able to finish the course I started on Docker. It's a beginner's course on a website called Code Cloud. A couple of colleagues recommended it to me, and it was really, really good, but I still need to put all of my newly acquired skills to use. So I started an open source project that I wasn't able to finish yet, but I really hope to finish it by the end of the month. Number 2, I had my book, and I finished reading The Unfair Advantage. It was recommended by Ali Abdal, and I really liked the book. I mean, I feel like very often personal development books tend to be not practical enough, but this book was really practical, and specifically the second part of the book, which presents the Miles framework, as they call it, which is a tool to personally assess your advantages and disadvantages mostly in the professional world. Number 3 was personal skills, and my skill of the month was camera presence, and I kind of guess that's what we're doing here right now. I also did a course called Ultra Speaking. It's a 5-day online course. It's free, and I freaking loved it. It's amazing, and it gave me some really, really practical tools that I'm using right now to speak more fluently. The 4th thing on my list was hobbies, and my hobby of the month was making candles. I had all of this equipment and materials at home and never gotten to use them. I don't know, I just ordered them off Amazon, and I'm really happy with the result. I used some dishes that I found at the flea market, and now I have a bunch of candles that I can gift to friends and family on New Year's. So that's a great success. The fifth thing that I had on my list was about networking and meeting people, and there's actually a less intuitive conclusion. I think meeting too many people can actually be a distraction for me, because it's harder to focus on the actual work. It's like, like being a manager. When you're managing, you're doing less hands-on work and more people relationships and, meetings and talking. Both are important, right? You need to do both, but you need to make sure that you have the right balance. And a lot of the things I'm trying to do are really practical, hands-on things. So I need to make sure that I have time to do that kind of work, and that meeting people does not become a distraction that keeps you from doing all of the other things that I want to do. So I did decide that moving forward, I'm going to have at least 2 days a week where I'm not meeting any people or going to any events, and I'm just going to spend them doing work quietly at home or in a coffee shop. And then the 2 last things would be fitness, and that's something I've always been doing. It's not a new thing for me. I didn't want to start doing 2 workouts outside of the home a week. I didn't get to do 2 workouts a week, but I am walking a lot and I'm riding my bicycle, and I did sign up for the gym. So I hope that works. And the last thing is YouTube, and that's like what we're doing right now. My partner and I also have a cooking video coming up this week, and we've shot another one. We are trying to streamline the production of those videos, but it's not easy. We're still trying to figure out the technical details. For example, we switched from using iMovie last week to using Premiere, and that's a whole new challenge for us. So that's something we're working on. Anyway, I really hope that you find this video useful, or at least entertaining. And if you ever find yourself with some free time on your hands, doesn't matter if you're unemployed, between jobs, or just have a few days off, I really hope that some of these ideas can help you and put you on the path to something new. And remember, changes can be hard. That's how they are. But having a solid plan and an open mind can really, really help you achieve your goals. So I'll keep you posted with my progress. And for now, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, and see you next time. Bye.